Blue. Our Needles away from the line with Defence Force as they get ready. Tomorrow, TAB racing at Stony Creek, the Cup meeting, as well as at Chuka. And on Monday, of course, we're back here for the Australian Cup, the AAMI Australian Cup and the Cadbury Giddies. Now, Our Needles has gone into line. And they're just about ready to go for the Roy Higgins quality. Yes, the starter's got a good line. Set to run. Stalls
Number 4, Nazaro on 540, 190.
This is the Roy Higgins quality over the 2,500 metres. They're getting ready. And a Sky Tris favourite from Nazaro as they go into line now. Coming along nicely, Newmarket, great performance by Miss Penny Money on the outside fence. Her sectionals 33.23, 22.65 and 11.77. Blackburn 33.15, 22.62, 11.79. Felville on 33.42, 22.90 and 12. Toledo 33.66, 22.90 and 11.76. And Almirada 32.94, 22.52 and 11.83. The first 5 horses home. And Miss Penny Money taking out her second Group 1. And an emphatic win too in very, very fast time. Right, this is race number 7 as we get ready. Nazaro just moving in a half point behind Sky Tris, and Andrews, the Tasmanian galloper, who won the Launceston Cup. Track came up soft that day. Maskill down there at Launceston rode the horse brilliantly. Our Needles away from the line with Defence Force as they get ready. Tomorrow, TAB racing at Stony Creek, the Cup meeting, as well as at Chuka. And on Monday, of course, we're back here for the Australian Cup, the AAMI Australian Cup and the Cadbury Giddies. Now, Our Needles has gone into line. And they're just about ready to go for the Roy Higgins quality. Yes, the starter's got a good line. Set to run. Stalls are back and they're racing. Sky Trist on the inside bounced away quickly. Sir Grey left the gate okay. Out in the middle, Dynamic Tycoon quickly travelling forward, being followed over by Our Needles when they settle down. And last of all in the early points, St Andrews and Bright Spot seem to dip by the winning post, and Dynamic Tycoon takes it up from Sir Grey going out of the straight. And Sky Trist is over on the inside there, a Future Shock. They're followed further back by Our Needles going forward to 4th. Future Shock now 5th. Further back, Ocean Bird over on the inside of Defence Force. A length, Bellendella Dream. Kittlewick outside it, 2 lengths to Bright Spot. Planet Hollywood, Listening's Joy 3 deep. A length Nazaro and 1.5 last of all as they go up the back. Would have been the Tassie horse St Andrews as they race up towards the 1,800 metre mark. Dynamic Tycoon went out with a goodly lead, about 2.5 in front from Sir Grey second, and Sky Tristy's tucked away third the fence. 2 lengths further back in the race then came Bellendella Dream. Our Needles over on the outside. They're followed by Future Shock. Then came Defence Force, followed on the inside by Ocean Bird. Well back in the race then Kittlewick, 2 or 3 then to Listening's Joy. Now on the outside here of Bright Spot, a length and a half further back Planet Hollywood. 1.5 Nazaro and 2 St Andrews last of all, and they're well strung out at the 1,400 metre mark, and Dynamic Tycoon about 5 lengths in front. Sir Grey a second, a length and a half to Sky Tris, 2 to Our Needles 4th. 5th on the inside Future Shock, a length and a half to Fence Force. Ocean Bird the inside, 2 to Kittlewick, a half Bellendella Dream, 2 to Listening's Joy. Bright Spot the inside, a length and a half Planet Hollywood. Then Nazaro and a length to St Andrews is about 15 to 16 lengths at least from the lead. Coming off the back, and Dynamic Tycoon's gone out with a further lead at the 1,000 metre mark. He's out about 8 lengths in front of Sir Grey, 2 to Sky Trist, a length and a half Our Needles 4th, 1.5 then to Future Shock and Defence Force. 3 further back in the race then Ocean Bird, Kittlewick, 2 Listening's Joy, 1 Bellendella Dream, 3 to Planet Hollywood outside Bright Spot. 2 lengths further back in the race then came Nazaro. He's about 20 off the lead, and behind him in the race St Andrews. Dynamic Tycoon, well, can he keep going inside the 600 metre mark? Comes around the turn about 6 in front from Sir Grey. They're followed further back by Sky Trist. Then Our Needles, they're all busy after Dynamic Tycoon at the 400 metre mark. He's 4 or 5 in front of Sky Trist, the stablemate Sir Grey. Then Future Shock followed by Defence Force. Further back then is Our Needles coming down towards the 200 metre mark. Dynamic Tycoon still 3 lengths in front. Cassidy's got him clear. Sky Trist trying to peg him back. Jim, you pinch this. This is grand larceny. Dynamic Tycoon is 3 in front of Sky Trist. Sir Grey, Future Shock all the way for Dynamic Tycoon of the judge by 2.5. Second Sky Trist, 2 away, 3rd Future Shock. Then came Sir Grey. Further back in the race then, Defence Force never warming up till it was over with St Andrews, followed by well back then Our Needles, Ocean Bird, Bellendella Dream, Kittlewick. Behind it is Planet Hollywood. Nazaro never raced a sweat, and with it Bright Spot and Listening's Joy last of all.
7 Dynamic Tycoon, 8.40, 2.60. 2 Sky Trist, $1.80. 3 Future Shock, 6.70.
Cassidy has stolen this. number 7. Jimmy Cassidy going out with the lead of probably about 8 lengths coming off the 1,000-metre mark. Pretty ordinary cattle trying to bridge the gap back on him, Jim. And he's, well, I think if you did it in the street, you get 12 months, wouldn't you?
I said Kembla.
Grand robbery. Good on you, Jay Cassidy, all the way. Even down at the 200-metre mark, he was using the Persuader. It was only Sky Trist, who's a bit of a plugger, chasing him, the stablemate, and it was Dynamic Tycoon all the way by about 3 lengths on the line.
These mares are linking in for the 2KY Big Sports Breakfast Wiggle Quality. 17 of them running here. Corelli has taken up her posse in the outside gate. And all appears to be in readiness. Sets. They're off this time, and the big field came out in a good line. Swing on a Star jumped well. So did Corelli from the outside. I Spy Prenuptial not far away. And right up there in the early stages is Stella Marie. Flickering Fire is nice and handy. Followed closely by Avilda, Tina Star, Mary McCree. Fairy Tales along the inside from Whitfield Avenue, and then a gap to Sandy Prospect. A length to Rainbow Bubbles, Red Ivory, followed by Anna Lee, Little Patty. And the tail ender is Brief Promise. They race down to the 950, and Swing on a Star leads. I Spy Corelli third, Stella Marie fourth, fifth Flickering Fire. Next on the inside is Fairy Tales from Prenuptial, and a gap then to Whitfield Avenue, followed closely by Anna Lee, who's over on the inside. Further away in the field next is, at this stage, Tina Star. Out off the track is Mary McCree from Rainbow Bubbles, Sandy Prospect, Red Ivory, Little Patty, and Brief Promise is the tail ender, racing to the corner. And Swing on a Star is the leader. Second, Stella Marie. I Spy third. Flickering Fire's coming into it, followed by Corelli, Prenuptial, and then Mary McCree going to the outside, and Avilda heads the others as they straighten up. Swing on a Star. Stella Marie taken on by Flickering Fire. A length and a half to I Spy Prenuptial and Mary McCree. Stella Marie is fighting on. 150 to go. Stella Marie the leader. Mary McCree, Little Patty from a long way back. It's Stella Marie the leader. Mary McCree coming home doggedly. Stella Marie still in front, and Stella. Yep, Stella Marie hangs on to beat Mary McCree, Little Patty, and Prenuptial, followed by Swing on a Star, and then came Rainbow Bubbles, Sandy Prospect, Avilda, Flickering Fire, Red Ivory, I Spy, Whitfield Avenue, Tina Star, Fairy Tales, Anna Lee, Brief Promise, and last to complete the course, Corelli. Well, Malcolm Johnston has won his most important race with Stella Marie. He's done a great job, little Malcolm, since turning his hand to racehorse training. And boy, would this give him a thrill. Not only Mel, but also the rider Troy Phillips. The Magic Ring filly has paid $33.70 in NSW and $8.70. Mary McCree will pay $7.30, number 15, and 5 Little Patty at $4.10. Stella Marie, the Magic Ring from a Nassau mare, Nassie Point. A bay filly, a 3-year-old, raced by RH, Mrs. SM and Mr. R.J. Burns. Trained by Mal Johnston at Hawkesbury and ridden by Troy Phillips. 17-15-5 official. We're waiting for the fourth, which is a pick 4 in New South Wales. 1:28.59 the time. And a great win to Little Stella Marie. And the fourth goes to number 12. And that is Prenuptial, number 12, officially fourth. All right, we've got a race coming up at Ascot.
Racing Radio. For what is request, K Banks, 580, 140. By different reason, S. Nelden, 12 and 4. 6 Shazid, 530, 240. Swat 7, favourite 8 Ancora Filler. D Green, 470, 150. 9 Patella, 17 and 3. 10 Village Pride, 5 and 3.
Bounced away quickly. Dana Rich away well, and I'm a Ripper is quickly heading up towards the lead. Super Sequel just behind those, followed by Grand Etchezo. Recce and Forest Express out deep, a length and a half further back. Shelt not improving, starting to race around the outside, heading up towards the front. Highgrove is just off midfield, followed by Umaline, Heaps of Fun, Orange Grove and Shizu last of all, 1200 out, and Shelt not is working like the Dickens, but takes up the running now. Shelt not spit away by 2 lengths now to I'm a Ripper. Length further back in the race, Forest Express, and they were pretty keen with plenty of pace on the early point. Forest Express third, a length and a half down to Rich, 1.5 further back Super Sequel. They're followed back on the inside by Brelon and Grand Etchezo, a length further back Recce. Umaline over on the inside from Highgrove, then Shazoo. Further back in the race, then Heaps of Fun, and over on the inside, Orange Grove. At the 700 metre mark, and it's Shelt not in front, with I'm a Ripper going up on the outside when they slow up. Dana Rich is right there between them, a length of Forest Express, 2 to C for Sequel. Then Brelond, and further back Grant Etchezo, followed by Recce. In front of it is High Grove when they turn back to the inside Yuma line. Coming around the home turn, Shelt not in front. Dana Rich going up to tackle it from I'm a Ripper, Super Sequel, and Grant Etchezo down the middle. And High Grove is out wide on the track, coming home well. I'm a Ripper dropped out and out wide. Grant Etchezo, and coming at it High Grove. High Grove, Grant Etchezo now get to Yuma line, who got up on the inside. It's High Grove the outside. Over on the inside, Yuma line. Yuma line got up on the inside, got clear of Grant Etchezo. Yuma line in front, and Yuma line. Yuma line scored 3/4 on the line to Grant Etchezo. 2 away third. Brelond got up on the inside to get third. Ahead of High Grove fourth. A gap in the race, Heaps of Fun. Then further back, Shelt not Dana Rich, followed by Forest Express, Orange Grove. Super Sequel didn't finish off. A poor run, Shazoo. Well back, Recce, and last of all is I'm a Ripper.
8 Yuma line, 18.10, 5.20, 13. Second, Grant Etchezo, 2 at $6.90. Selections by Pat O'Shea, the first to Toowoomba, for What Is Request to beat 10 and 8.
Up on the inside.
Over the 1600, we've got Sherwood, the only one away. Now coming up to line is Sherwood. This afternoon's Apollo, brilliantly won by Sunline, and the Hobartville, brilliantly won by Fairway. Now in the last, it looks as though we're set for action. We are. Regal 0 and New South Wales 270. Vitronite bounces around, steadies, and they're off in the last, and Mr. Prudent dropped back a conspicuous tail ender, and the favourite straight to the front, Regal 0. Simmers running second from Dynamic Blaze and Shine Over. Steel Phoenix caught out pretty wide, followed by Lanolin. Little more than a length away next is Bombast, going up speedily on the outside is Sherwood from Expect a Star, Vitronite, and 2 lengths to Mr. Prudent. Galloping along to the 1300, and Regal 0 left alone in the lead, out by about 2 lengths or so now, as they swing towards the back of the track. Dynamic Blaze in second, Posse. Third on the inside is Simmer, and running fourth, Steel Phoenix. Fifth, Shine Over. Then Sherwood, Lanel, and Expect a Star. From Vitronite on the inside of Bombast, and a little over a length to Mr. Prudent. Onto the side of the track they travel, 9:50 to go, and Darren Beatman allowed to dictate terms in front on the favourite, Regal 0. The break on Dynamic Blaze is just over a length. Simmer's travelling third. Steel Phoenix on his outside fourth, and then comes Shine Over. Deeper out is Sherwood. A break to Lanel and Vitronite. Expect a Star, Bombast, and the tail ender is Mr. Prudent. They work along to the 600 marker, and Dynamic Blaze is serving it up to Regal 0 now. They match strides to Steel Phoenix, followed on the inside by Simmer, and wider out on the track is Lanel, and then Sherwood, Shine Over, Vitronite, Expect a Star. Bombast is second last, and 3 or 4 Mr. Prudent. Again Regal 0, just the leader from Dynamic Blaze, who won't give in. Simmer's coming up on the inside from Lanel, and Steel Phoenix under pressure. Regal 0 the leader past the 150. Simmer the inside, Dynamic Blaze the outside, then Lanolin and Steel Phoenix. Simmer races up to Regal 0, who will not give in. Regal 0, Simmer. Oh, from here it's very hard to say. Simmer, Regal 0. Regal 0, Simmer with third Lanolin, and then Steel Phoenix, Dynamic Blaze, Shine Over. Further back, Vitronite, and then came Expect a Star, Bombast, Mr. Prudent, and last of all was Sherwood. Again, a very tight finish here, as we had in the first event of the day. Simmer with Regal 0 and Simmer going across the line as they're racing away from me. We'll get a better view on the slow motion replay here. Larry Cassidy and Darren Beatman, 2 of Australia's outstanding riders, going across the line. It'll be just a matter of what nose has come down right on the post, and it is Regal 0. And there's the number 5. Regal 0 is first, ridden by Darren Beatman, $2.70 for the win, and $1.60 for the place. Simmer number 6 second, $1.80, and number 13 Lanolin third at $2.10. Regal 0 is by Victory Prince from 0 Hour, a 4-year-old chestnut gelding trained by John Size for T. Stuckey and Miss P. N, and ridden by Darren Beatman. Now the full numbers for the Superfecta are 5, 6, 13, 4, 3 and 10. 5, 6, 13, 4, 3, 10, $7.50 Quinella, $11.80 Exacta and $62.30 was the trifecta on the final event of the afternoon. And a thriller.
Number 5, Eastern Court, 562.20. 3, Landelac at 592.20. And number 1, Sir Hummer, 620 and 250. Other runner under $10 is number 7, Simply Success, at 832.20.
Tristace, favourite for the final event. Light blinking. Last on the card, they're off and running. Tristace missed it about a half length, and Sir Hummer, Simply Success, George on Broadway, Landelac away quickly. From the outside now, Tiger by the tail going forward from Eastern Court when they settle down. Just behind them, the grey Sharp Lord at the 1,800 metre mark, and George on Broadway moves up to Simply Success, and Tiger by the tail is out 3 deep, a length into Landelac and Sharp Lord, 2 to Sir Hummer, Eastern Court, and further back Stout, Tristace in front of it. Further back in the race then Rocky Sunrise, followed by Shane's Castle, and into the mystery last of all, 1450 metres to go. George on Broadway around the outside took it up now from Tiger by the tail. Third on the fence, Simply Success, and Landelac is now 4th. Sharp Lord fighting with the rider running 5th on the outside of Sir Hummer. Tristace up in the middle and Eastern Court out 3 and 4 deep. 2 or 3 further back in the race, then Stout on the inside of Navajo Poet when they go to the back of the track, and they're followed for the back by Rocky Sunrise into the mystery, and last of all Shane's Castle. Coming down the side, they race at the 1,100 metre mark. George on Broadway and Tiger by the tail putting pressure on it. They're 2.5 Simply Success and a half to Landelac. A length to Eastern Court, who's been tracking deep around the outside of Sir Hummer. Further back in the race, Tristace back in the middle. 2 lengths to Navajo Poet, Rocky Sunrise into the mystery. Further back along the inside, then Stout when they come to the turn at the 600 metre mark, and Shane's Castle last of all. Simply Success, after having a trail, whipped around the outside to Tiger by the tail, and on the inside, George on Broadway, a length further back, Landelac. Tristace getting a carry into the race, and further back in the race then came Eastern Court and Navajo Poet. Into the straight they race at the 400 metre mark. Simply Success just in front. A half to Tristace, who got up on the inside, and Landelac coming at them. Then Eastern Court and down the outside, Navajo Poet, but Tristace hard on the fence, sprinted clear. Got 2 lengths in front of Landelac. Rocky Sunrise running on from Navajo Poet. Beep Rebel will break through in the last for the putters though. He shot this away, Tristace. It's 4 in front of Rocky Sunrise and Navajo Poet coming home well, but Tristace canters home, wins 3 lengths in the run to the line. Maybe Navajo Poet a nose to Rocky Sunrise, and a photo for the miners. A long gap Eastern Court from Landelac, Simply Success, Sir Hummer. Then George on Broadway from Into the Mystery, further back Stout. Then Shane's Castle, Tiger by the tail, and walking over the line, Sharp Lord is last of all.
Number 10, Tristace to pay 3 even, 150. 9, Navajo Poet, 540. 12, Rocky Sunrise at $4.50. Correct weight at Doomben, race number 7, on the numbers 9, 3, 11. Let's take you back to Kembla Grange for his thoughts. For Terry Shields Toyota, Church Street, Parramatta, Wayne Harris.
And Guy Gadura.